Talk about this, Jeffrey. Talk about that.
Yeah, this was fantastic. We had a great experience at the Bang Your Head Festival.
I love that festival.
Yeah, isn't that a good one?
I love it.
It's a huge festival, but it's also got this like real friendly feeling. When
it's an 80s kind of feel to it. A lot of 80s, bands.
It does. It has a super old school feel.
Yeah.
One big stage and the concert
it's one
room.
stage. Yeah, it's great. All the dressing rooms are next to each other, right there in the row.
Really well organized.
Yeah, we've done it many times.
I've seen you there. I think we've even done it together.
Yeah, I bet we have.
But man, one of the truly great festivals in Europe, and this is the 2017 Live in Germany 40th anniversary DVD. We actually made this just for fans. Hardcore fans on tour. This was not something that was released through the record company.
So you sold it in the merch booth, and
we just sold it at the merch booth because this year we did 108 shows, and
that's the kind of shit I dig. And what do they care? They don't care who's.
I have a great relationship with SPV, and I keep them informed and everything. We had their blessing to do
That's
it.
great. That helps everybody out too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And 2019 is our 40th anniversary. It's so crazy.
Fuck.
And so we wanted to just have something special for that limited edition. And this captures our whole set at the Bang Your Head Festival with like 18 cameras. And
how long was your set that day, Jeff?
It was about an hour, yeah.
Great time there, man. That's perfect.
We were on, I think, like 3 bands before the headliner.
Oh, that's a perfect slot.
Great slot.
The crowd's just ready. They're cooking. They're cooking right then. The night's starting to drop a little bit.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, well, somebody's going to win it. So, Wayne's showing you the P.O. box right now. Write in. Give me a postcard, and I'm going to have one of these signed, and one of you guys will get it because that's what we do here. We want them to experience what we experience. You know what I mean?
Man.
So, it's a very fan-friendly show. And, now tell us the lineup now. It's you and Larry, obviously, from the original. Who's and how long have they been with you now?
Okay, we've got Nick Courtney on vocals from the Portland, Oregon area.
And how long has Nick been with you?
He's in Washington, Vancouver, Washington. And Gunnar DeGray on guitar, who's actually been with us. He came in right before we did the DVD. And a guy named Cody Green on the bass, who's also from Seattle. So we're kind of spread all across
all
the West
Bay Area
Coast.
boys in the band anymore.
We're all up and down the West Coast, man, from Washington, Oregon, and California.
Amazing. Well, at least you're on the Pacific Coast, right?
Yeah.
Makes it flying to each other.
But I'll tell you, these guys they're young, they're smart, they're talented, they're driven, they're responsible, they're reliable. I mean, I have had a hard time finding American guys with all those qualities. I found a lot of European guys.
That marriage is hard, though.
That is a hard marriage.
That's a hard marriage.
And I mean, I'm not asking
between visas and all that shit. That's a. Yeah.
I don't want to ask for too much. I just want everything. So gimme, right?
No,
I believe in you get what you put into it. You know what I mean? So, but I got a great team right now.
Good
is what I'm getting at, and Nick, the fans around the world so far have really responded well to Nick's performance and his style of singing.
And how does he do with Carl? Obviously, that's the test,
Yeah.
How he can, do Digital Dictator and all the stuff that came after that. How can he pull it off?
He does a great job. He puts he has a different style, so it's like he incorporates that feel and delivers it, like, I think, in a way that you can really see he's like paying homage to Carl. We actually did the Keep It True festival.
Oh, really?
Last April, and we had Kevin come out, Carl's son, come out.
Oh, really? Yeah, because
and did the show with us.
Yeah, he's kind of like the chip off the old dad's blockhead.
It's unbelievable.
I know.
He looks, for Larry and I, just spending 20 minutes with the guy. He will crack
you're
a
fucking
joke.
Carl, I know.
Yeah, he will
He's
crack
a great
joke
talent.
or make a facial expression, and we are there with Carl. I mean, But Kevin's his own man, absolutely.
He is.
Absolutely.
He definitely is.
But his genetics from Carl are just it's outstanding.
That's great.
And he's also got the natural talent in his voice. I mean, just really incredible.
Yeah, Carl was
singer.
very natural.
So at the end of the show, we had Nick and Kevin come out together. We did "Don't Wait for Me" with both of them.
Wow.
And that was a blast. A great way to end the European tour. And but yeah, so Nick's done a great job. People have really responded well to him. This new album is going to be the first recording because he's been touring with us, but we haven't.
You haven't done anything musically on original on vinyl with him.
Yes,
right?
New music.
Is he on this?
No, this is with Brian Allen.
So that's still with Brian.
Yes. So who was kind of like the longest running singer, as I was saying. So
now is Nick? He's a youngster, huh?
Yeah, I think he just turned 30.
I love how
I'm going to go with yes.
Youngster.
I'm going to go with yes. He's a youngster.
Yes, 30 and he's youngster. Back in the day, we were like 30's an old man, and he's a youngster. Amazing. I guess that takes all of the element, is to have guys that are fucking into it and totally into it, and looking at you and Larry as mentors, going, "Hey, look, these guys have been through the ashes. I mean, they have been up through the ashes and done it. So they know what to do, and you do. You know what to do. You know the business like anybody else does. You know what you're all about. You know what you do, and it's not like we're gonna push it to the limit or 10. You do what you guys do, and you do it at the level that you do it, just like Exodus does, and have a great time with it. And
that's
have an amazing fucking time with it.
Yeah, in 2016. We recorded our last studio album, Concussion Protocol. And at that time, we had a couple of European guys in the band. So we were actually, had the 3 guys in America and two guys in Europe.
Overseas marriage, huh?
Yeah.
90-day fiance, something shit. Jesus Christ.
It's the thing that was hard about it for me was that it took all the just the weekend warrior or all the little, say you get a great one-off gig somewhere.
In LA, you can't go do it. You know what I mean? Right.
It took that out of the game,
Sure.
So that it was frustrating, but at the same time, I was working with 2 of the greatest young guys at that time, Nick Holloman on vocals and Thielen Hudrap on bass.
And where are they from?
Nick is from the Netherlands, and Thielen is from Slovenia. And Thielen now, when we did the Concussion Protocol album, we did a big tour with Udo. When he was doing the Dirk Schneider.
Right, Dirk Schneider, yeah.
With all the Accept classes.
Was that in the 17 or 18? Because we were following that around. Exodus was over there following it around. His son was playing drums, right?
Yeah, his son's the drummer.
Yeah.
And and like when you hear the band plays those songs, I mean, it's incredible. I mean, when you hear Udo singing those songs, it's incredible. I mean,
it's like Accept.
It's like, and the world is blessed right now. We have Accept touring around in a great incarnation.
Yeah, we're actually, Exodus is doing Mexico with them December 1st.
Oh, fantastic.
It's Exodus, Testament, Accept, Saxon, and Rob Zombie at some festival.
Oh.
I know. Wow, that's...
Line up to die for.
Why do I do it? That's why I do
That's
it.
Right
there. Right there is why I do it.
That's so cool.
I know. So much fun, right?
That is so cool.
Yeah.
But I love Accept. Always have. We've toured with them throughout the years, 94, 96, one-off shows, so festivals. But yeah, so anyway.
You got your balls to the wall.
Oh,
it's the best.
Man.
Come on. You got your... I got to love him. You gotta love him.
How did you not get that phone call? I don't know.
I don't know. I love the guy who's doing it. He's a good friend of mine.
Oh yeah, Mark
is the greatest.
Yeah,
so
he is.
He's right in the pocket.
But somebody dropped the ball on that phone call. That's all I'm saying.
I was thinking more of the AC/DC thing for me personally, but
that
was really dropping the ball. But hey, I forgive them.
I like how you think.
Shoot for the moon, you get the stars.
That's it.
You know what I mean, Jeff?
That's
is saying so.
Anyway, so Accept and Udo, we went out with Dirk Schneider and we did this tour all over Europe and stuff. And I think their guitarist really noticed Thielen and stuff. And when they needed a bass player, Thielen had since been playing in Pestilence for about a year, and then now he's in Udo's band. So it's really cool.
Wow.
Like, I'm so happy for him. It's such
But
a
now
great
Udo's
gig.
not playing any Accept stuff anymore, right?
Unless he's in Dirk Schneider.
Oh, okay.
So like he's playing Wacken this year. He's doing a Udo set and a Dirk Schneider set.
Okay, so
yeah, it depends what banner he's going under.
okay, so Udo he doesn't do any Accept. Dirk Schneider he does do Accept.
That's right. And so we're super proud of Tillin, and he deserves to be in that band for sure.
That's awesome.
Does a great job. But yeah, Concussion Protocol album, like for me, we didn't have a set guitarist during that album. So I just, orchestrated all the guitar parts, and I invited Brad to come in and do some
But you're
solos.
used to that, aren't you?
Yeah, no, I've got no problem in that role now. It's funny. It's like, it doesn't even, I don't want to sound like insensitive to it, but if the chemistry isn't there and it doesn't work out, then it's okay. I wish the person good luck, and I move forward with literally zero stress about it now, because I've just been through it too many times.
Sure.
I've been stressed out on it too many times.
Sure.
So, life's just too short for that kind of stress. So, I mean, now it's just like, I know what I need to do for Vicious Rumors, and when I have the right guys with me and they enjoy doing that too, then fantastic. You know what I mean? So, but on that album, it was like, I felt like, okay, this is a really important album. It's, I know it's going to sound great, but it was a real challenge for me to orchestrate like all those guitars and do so much guitar playing on it. But it was a real special album for me. I did some vocals on it that I was really proud of, and just the whole way it came out. And unfortunately, it was another changing of the guard for the band, which led to my current lineup now. But the way things have gone in the last year, I'm so thankful to have these guys in the band that you just never know. Like, you never know how good you have it sometimes in this business. And the thing is
count your blessings, brother.
You got to just, take the only bad gig is the one you don't do, man.
Yeah,
and,
right. That's true.
Do as much as you can. Travel as much as you can.
I'm the same way.
Play every show.
Exactly.
Play every show. Live every dream, man.
Right.
And so that's what it's all about. Now we're coming up on some new music, and the sky's the limit, brother.
Awesome.
That's it, man.
So are you writing right now? Are you soon to be in the studio?
Writing, we've been in pre-production for quite a while now, but we have plans to enter the studio later this month.
Okay, so later this month. So give me a timeline. Are we getting a record in spring next year?
Yeah, I'm saying 2020.
You gonna say 2020 spring or fall or summer?
I'm gonna go with.
You could change. This is music. This is like a movie. It's not getting released for. We're pushing it back. The pushing it back. We're gonna. How many times have you heard that? We're gonna push it back.
I'm gonna go with March 2020.
He's going early with March, because we got to remember, March 2020 is really only less than 5 months away.
Yes, it is.
Wow. So we're pushing that.
We got the fire is burning right now, and it's exciting because.
Do you have everything together, or are you just getting it together? And
we have a lot of elements in place, and because we're kind of spread out, what we're planning on doing is having some very concentrated. I mean, we work together, of course, over internet and all that stuff like that, Skype, video calls and whatnot. But there's nothing like getting the guys together for some concentrated creativity, like where we're just at a house focusing on the music.
Now, are you writing the lyrics? Or are you letting the singer do it? Or are you kind of, because it's his first record, you're going to have to?
I always write a ton of the music and the lyrics.
That's good.
I mean, I always have, even when Carl.
Yeah, Gary Holt, same way. I mean, him and I split the lyrics, but it's like he writes the riffs and the lyrics. Always been good like that.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with that. That's great.
No, it also the good thing about it is that through all the lineup changes, that's sort of like a cement through.
Well, that's what keeps the continuity of the sound,
exactly.
the same. So
and having the drums and the guitar original.
Sure.
That
sure.
It's still Vicious
exactly. Tom and Gary, exactly. So yes, we know that, right?
Yeah,
exactly. Amazing.
I wanted to let you know also about the other cats that I'm playing with, Cody Green is also really, he's like a virtuoso guitarist who kind of filled in on bass for us. But we just loved jamming with him, man. Like he came in with this like super kind of like
Another youngster, Geoff?
another youngster, man. Just turned 27, I believe.
Wow, really young.
Yeah.
I got kids older than that, for Christ's sakes.
And but Cody's done a fantastic job with us. He really, he's a guitarist, but he came in and kind of just filled in for us on the bass. We loved working with him. We invited him to continue on with us, and so it's funny how you just never know what's going to happen and which way it's going to work. But the bottom line for me, and I think for any winning team in music, is chemistry.
Sure.
And so we had that chemistry with Cody, whether or not he was a guitar player or a bass player.
So he doesn't mind playing bass then?
He's having
even though he's
fun.
a great guitar player, who cares that he's playing bass, having fun?
He's having fun playing bass and Vicious
That's
Rumors,
awesome. Yeah.
and doing a great job with it. And he's going to be doing a lot of guitar and music for sure. But the chemistry that we all had together, I think, was part of the reason that he was like wanted to continue doing it.
I see.
You know what I mean? And last but not least, I've got my secret weapon, Gunnar DeGray on guitar.
Where'd you find him?
Actually, Brian, before he left the band, referred me to him.
And how old is this young man?
He just turned 20.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So you have an infant in the band now?
We have two guitar players. One's going to be 60, one's going to be 20. Amazing. You decide.
Amazing. Well, just keep dyeing the hair. So
we don't have ageism in Vicious Rumors.
And cut the gray off, because when I started Hatred with the kids, I noticed, here's this 50-year-old man playing with these 23-year-old kids. So I'd dye it, keep it all the gray off, shave it. So, I'm right in with the age right here. Yeah. That's awesome. But the youth can sometimes inspire you to keep it. There's fire in those guys.
Oh man, all three of these guys are super talented. Gunnar and Cody actually have a band together called Chronological Injustice, where they both play like these 8-string guitars. This like fusion kind of death metal. It's really
Animals as leaders type stuff.
Oh, it's just so heavy and cool, like really insane riffs and really great stuff. But so they had a chemistry together, and then having those two guys in the band. But Gunnar, he's I hired him right out of high school, man, and played a Bang Your Head festival. It was unbelievable. But I tell you, when his friends were out partying or fucking around or doing whatever, he was at home working on his craft.
Tour, bro, and that's why you do it, people.
He was working on his craft, and he's just turned at this incredibly young age. He's just a world-class guitarist. It's very hard to replicate the Mark McGee solos. I mean, Mark McGee is a very original style, and it's like an unusual thing. And like Gunnar does it and puts with a little of his own flair, and the stuff that he comes with on his own, he's just on that level.
That's awesome.
And so yeah. I'm really I'm excited to see what the new album's going to be. Gunnar DeGray on guitar, Cody Green on bass, Nick Courtney on vocals. You got the old man Larry Howe, and the grandfather of all things heavy metal and evil, Geoff Thorpe.
The one and only. Do you have anything lined up live going on right now, or are you just concentrating on doing the record?
And mostly it's just the album right now, man,
Cool.
because we did so much touring that we sort of physically needed a little break from that, and all that touring that kept getting added kept pushing our record back. So,
like I said earlier, we're pushing it back. The record's always, that happens to everybody. I mean,
And SPV's been great about it. I mean,
they want to market it. They want to work it right. You know what I mean? Don't blame them for that.
Oh yeah, no,
you've been in the business too long. You want everything, people to know it's coming out. You want everything.
Oh,
so,
absolutely. It's got to be done right.
Who cares? You're in no hurry. It's not like I got to get this record out at this point in your career. Why? You don't have to do anything. You do what you want to do.
Well, it was I'll tell you what, it was the first time in all these years where I didn't have to have a new album out to go out and do 100 shows. And so that was
Right.
kind of cool.
See, when you get that legendary status, you can play on shit. You know, now that whole new crowd of kids that are listening to, you know, Digital Dictator and stuff and going, oh my God, you know, it's like, it's that whole new thing.
It was, I mean, that's something, and I know you've experienced this too, where you go to a show and a fan comes up to you from 20 years ago. And 20 or 30 years ago, right? Or 30, with a photo of himself and you,
and his hair is down to here.
Yeah,
and he's this thin, and then he's this fat and has no hair, and it's like, and he's holding, or he's standing next to his 15-year-old kid.
Yeah, and he brought his son this time.
Yeah, right, exactly.
You know what I mean? So
I know.
So he brought his son this time. He's got a picture of you and him from 20, 30 years ago. You sign it, and like, you know,
he's wearing his original Digital Dictator shirt.
Oh yeah, just faded
from '87 from the show. You know what I mean? I know.
That's
I got it,
man. That's so
I know,
cool.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Metal fans,
generations.
They never stop. They're metal fans. Nobody's ever was a metal fan in the '80s. You know, like we were as kids, and even though they've become family members and done other thing, and fathers and stuff, and mothers for that matter, they still love the music. I don't give a shit. They still love it. And now that their kids are older, they're able to go to our shows again.
No doubt. You know, it's like metal is the only type of music where people can do that, and
I agree,
and get away with it. You know,
totally. I agree. This has been fucking awesome having you come in, man.
Oh, man. It's been incredible to just talk metal and just hang out with you like this, man. So many years we've known each other and playing side by side. I have so much respect and love for you,
as well as you. That's why it was like, you know, again, as the Bay Area, there's so many great musicians, and I'm going to try to get them all because everybody has a unique story. And I mean, there's really no video or magazine that's going to get the details that we've got today, even from you about VR and you know, and the things that were going through your head. It's hard, and people can see your expression on your face through the webcast, and that's kind of what I tried to capture here, you know, with this. So,
well, I'm so stoked to be here, and I've been watching what you've been doing on the vault,
man.
And
it's awesome. It's fun,
and seeing you on the creature features and stuff. So
keeping myself busy, aren't I?
Fantastic, man.
Son. Well, hey, man, I can have you back in again sometime.
I sure hope so, man.
Okay, tell us where they can go. Tell us where they go. Oh, yeah. We're going to give away a shirt, too. And so you have to be a...
Oh, I think I have just 2 larges.
Okay, so
that's
one
okay.
large. You're going to give that one away, too? So we're going to give away... no, I'm keeping that one. You know, I get to keep one of the discs. That's the great thing. He brings 2. You guys get one each, and I.
That's it.
So
I got one for you.
We're gonna give away one of these signed. And
Okay.
I'm gonna give away a Vicious Rumors. I want, not on the internet. I want postcards to my PO box, and we're gonna give that away. And I want to get you back in here. We can go talk about old records and stuff like that, or anything.
We got so much to talk about. I would love to come back.
I just wanted to get the story in. You guys. Leave me comments on this because I know you will. You've been asking me for VR and Geoff Thorpe. Fucking here he is. We finally got in. I hope we answered anything you'd like to know, but leave me comments, and then obviously subscribe to my channel. Dude.
Metal lives.
I love you.
Thanks
I love
so
you.
much. Love you too, brother.
No problem. Metal lives, and we'll see you guys next time on Zetro's Toxic Fault.
Keep it heavy.